You're tuned into Maeder and Friends, hot takes, daily drama, and zero chill. Posting your struggles isn't healing, it's validation hunting. You're just looking for attention, get better in your life. It drives me mad to see people post on social medias and pretty much all their content is about their struggles. But surely you don't struggle for years and years and years. Now, I'm not talking about things like losing your job or something that's out of your control. I'm talking about things that you can actually change, but you post this type of stuff for your content on social media just to get attention and looking for people to help you and guide you and get a whole bunch of interaction on your account, which is validation hunting because you can get yourself out of this. Stop being lazy.
It's a little bit of a gray area in kind of figuring out the difference between people who want to vent their problems and people who seek validation, people that seek attention. It's really going to come down to what you say and how you say it. Just on the example of, like you said with the job, I think if you made a post maybe on X, you said that, oh my God, I can't believe I lost my job. This sucks. I think that's fine. I think that's just you venting out into the world and kind of trying to just get it out. You know, sometimes we as people, we need that sense of saying something out loud in order for us to come to terms with it, right? And then you have another example, same thing, losing your job, and you say something like, I lost my job today. It was completely unfair. I did nothing wrong. This company bullied me, they attacked me, they went off at me for no reason. I got framed by a coworker, and now I can't support my family. I don't like to do this, but I'm going to link my GoFundMe in the comment section of this video or in the sub replies of this tweet or this X, whatever the X message post thing is called now. And please try and support me. I really appreciate it during this hard time. That is attention seeking, and it's also you trying to gain validation on how you feel. You feel wrong to having lost your job, and you want people to tell you that you are in the right and they are in the wrong. It's the same thing, you know, I do love watching this content, but it's the same thing with people that post am I the asshole content. It is the exact same thing. A lot of times it's just people that effed around and found out, and now they're trying to find validation on how they feel. They want to feel like they are validated. Whether they're in the wrong or right, they want to feel like they are validated. And I feel like there's just a lot more better things to do with your life, man. If it's really a problem, if it's really something that's bringing you down, and this kind of links to our previous discussion of people being trapped in that hole and choosing to be stuck in it, bro, there's like 150 things you can do instead to rather build off of that, to rather, you know, grow from that, to solve that problem, to be in a better space. You're choosing to waste your time by posting about it online because you're essentially wanting to stand firm on what you did or what you said. You don't see any potential for growth or change, and this is specifically if you're in the wrong. And now you seek validation from other people.
Oh man, you explained it perfectly. I couldn't agree more. And what gets bad about people posting about losing their job, just pointing out that one, is when they start bringing out what the company is and bad mouthing. That's topic for a different video or different talk. But man, just yeah, everyone needs to vent. 100% agree with that. I don't really particularly like it when people go online and do it. I think it's just don't. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you don't need to. If you're going to, you don't need to put in all the nitty gritty details. Oh man. And when it comes to the also posts, things like that, I think posting it, or I mean, this is not all the time, right? But a very high percentage, in my opinion. If you think and you constantly think whether it's right or wrong, most of the time it's actually wrong, and you are in the wrong, or you did the shit. Going out and posting it to seek validation because you know it's bad, that is something different. So I think, yeah, you want to post to find out if you're the bad person, very high percentage that you actually are.
To be honest, I'm also somebody that does not believe that posting your problems online, even to vent, really is constructive. But I'm a little bit more understanding towards people's circumstances. Maybe somebody doesn't really have anybody in their personal life that they can vent to, or maybe they want to be left anonymous when they say this shit out loud. So I don't know. There's a couple of reasons why. It's not how I like to do things. This is why I'm the type of person that does not post any messages on social media or statuses or anything like that. I'm not particularly keen on airing out my dirty laundry online for people to hear. I'll rather call a friend and vent with a friend or a coworker or even a family member sometimes to vent about my frustrations. That's just how I do things. But 100%, dude. I think that if you are thinking to yourself, am I the asshole for A, B, and C? It's probably because you did something bad. Most of the time we know we did something bad or we messed up, and that's why we're trying to figure out if we're the asshole or not, because we're trying to have other people validate our opinions or our stance on a matter. So 100%, I think that if you've been wronged, for the percentage of times when there's actually like somebody asking, am I the asshole for something reasonable, that's also bad, because if you know you were right or you know you were wronged, you wouldn't need to seek validation from other people. I get that AITA content is pretty easily digestible and stuff, but we really shouldn't be airing out our dirty laundry online, seeking the non-biased opinions or maybe biased opinions of people online while keeping our anonymous or anonymity. It's like kind of as a whole, it's a recipe for destruction, because it's creating this really weird environment online where even though people are in the wrong, a lot of people don't get held accountable for what they do wrong. And it's because they're looking for an echo chamber.
I do agree with you there, because not everyone has that ear that will listen to someone vent or your own venting. And I'm really happy for people that actually do have an ear that will listen. But yeah, us just still, you see, I've got the ear, so it's, this is, I don't want to be biased, but I've never been one to go and post stuff online. That's just me. As you say, air out your dirty laundry. That's just not me. I don't recommend it for anyone to do it, because you get people that come in for you and the people that are going against you. You can cause fights on that. And the thing is, it can sway your decision as well. So when it comes to the AITA type content, you could be way wrong. But the thing is, someone can go on there and not think it's bad, when in actual fact it's really bad. And they'll go and be like, no, you're not only wrong. No, you're not this. No, you're not that. And then you'll go and do that in the future again. It could just end badly.
One of the more prominent examples of this, which has really been on the rise with like the boom in social media, like X and all those things, is sexual assault allegations. And, I've mostly seen this happen with women falsely accusing men. I'm sure there are men who falsely accuse women. I don't know. I just haven't seen any show up in my feed at all. But it's quite horrifying to think that people will have such horrible things happen to them. And I don't mean to take away from any actual victims. Like, it's a horrible thing, and I hope that you get help that you need if you're a victim. But it's horrifying to think that there's people that would have literal crime happen to them, hypothetically speaking, and the response is to go online and post about it, to make a spectacle about it, to make almost as if their life is an action thriller drama, posting about their dirty laundry that's going on, and seek no help, no actual help, no help from law enforcement, no investigations, no therapy, nothing. They just post about it online. They ruin somebody's career without having any evidence, and they just farm engagement. They just farm validation. They just farm attention. And the shocking thing is, most of the time, 99% of the time, they get away with it. We've seen a lot of creators have their life ruined over false allegations. And I cannot think of why it makes sense for people to stand behind somebody that goes and posts on social media about literal crimes that happened to them. What are we doing? If a crime happened, don't go talk about it on social media and do nothing. All you want to do is farm, oh, W's, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that guy's such a terrible person. Here's $100, here's $1,000. Can we not acknowledge that is a trash human being? Genuinely. Ruining somebody's life on false allegations, not being held accountable to it, and all for online clout. And to be honest, it takes away from actual victims, because these people get highlighted as these gold diggers, as these drama farmers, as these people trying to gather attention. They take away from actual victims. And so something so simple as posting your struggles online for attention and for sympathy, it turns into something that actively damages other people's actual problems and actual experiences, because now nobody will take an actual victim seriously.
And that is something disgusting. That something that really happened to someone and it's really damaged them won't be seen as a crime in the future because of so many people just posting it online. So it will get written off and just looked over, which is absolutely disgusting, because something like that can honestly ruin someone's life. It can scar them, in their mind, literally. Not just in their mind, body as well. And a lot of the times where it's not, like you pointed out, where it's false allegations or it didn't really happen, but because it's such a sore topic, it's such a serious topic at the same time, it blows up. So something that wasn't proven, that's false, that was lied about, and the person posted online then damages someone else, which nothing even happened. It was all a lie in the first place. Now, this doesn't always happen. A lot of times sexual assault and allegations and things like that are true. But what of those people where they lied about their sexual assault that happened to them? It's crazy. And then in the future, if it comes out and then they see and will people find out that it was all a lie, then the next person that actually has a real assault that's occurred to them, it will be he or she probably lied, or they probably lied. But no, there was actually the truth, and it was the truth. And the fact that in the past there's just been so many ones that have just been lies, something so serious can just be overlooked and just ignored, which is absolutely disgusting. So that's going to damage that person even more because of this whole situation that happened. It's insane. And why post online? Go see someone. Go to the police. Go to someone legal. Why is your first impression or first thought, okay, I must post this online? It's bad.
And you know what's the funniest thing about when somebody makes a sexual assault allegation online? You have two camps in this scenario. You have the camp of people who say you shouldn't take it seriously because it's just online, it's the internet, nothing on the internet is real. But then you have the real life consequences that takes place from those lies in a world that you're told shouldn't matter. So it's people tell you not to care about it because it's online, there's no proof, blah. But then companies don't want to associate with you, and so you lose business opportunity because you've got bad press, despite the fact that there's no proof. Nobody in modern day cares about proof, or at least a large, loud majority, right? The people that care about proof, the people that don't believe in false allegations, they're not the ones that typically say anything. They're usually the type that sits down and just kind of like lets the situation play out on its own. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to give their 2 cents. The people who are loud, those are the people that actually feel strongly about it, right? They'll believe the victim, even if they're lying, even if they show no proof. The people who are actually loud enough to say anything, those are the gullible fools that will believe anything that somebody says, especially someone that's playing victim, right? And so it's weird. It's like this duality of man where you're told, don't worry about it, don't care about it. It's just a loud minority that says these things, and then at the same time, the people who don't get involved, the companies and the people that say you shouldn't get involved, they kind of stop associating with you because of the bad press. And we've seen lots of people do it, right? I remember one of my favorite content creators at the time, Tobuscus, he got screwed over by false allegations, and guy never recovered. I mean, I still watch some of his videos now and again, and it's like he never recovered from it. It's truly tragic that somebody with false claims, no proof, just malicious intent can ruin another person's life. And it all comes from something that seems so almost harmless. Posting struggles, posting things on social media, right? We can view it as so harmless, yet it can do so much damage.
Oh man, I feel so bad for the people that get affected by this, and they're talking about the false allegations. It can really destroy someone's life. Man, it's horrible.